Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yasmin Sultana. Headlines of the news. International pressure over Rohingya crisis tests NLG Army relations. Rakan Commission criticizes government spokesman for calling it a shield. 26 June 2018. Now into the details. Relations between the National League for Democracy NLG government and Myanmar Army appear to be hanging by a thread, with State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and Commander-in-Chief Senior General Min Aung Hlaing at loggerheads over international involvement in the Rohingya crisis. The State Councillor and her party have stopped talking of national reconciliation with the army since Wu Win-myint became Union President in March, focusing instead on development and improving the rule of law. Myanmar has come under heavy international pressure over the army's response to militant Muslim attacks on police posts in Rakhine State in August. The military crackdown that followed has driven some 7 lakh mostly Muslim Rohingya to Bangladesh and down accusation of ethnic cleansing, even genocide. The International Criminal Court has asked Myanmar to respond by July 27 to a request from the prosecution to try the country for the Rohingyas' alleged forced deportation. NLG spokesman Wu Aung Sing recently said the party would no longer protect human rights, echoing earlier comments by the Aung San Suu Kyi. In a public address last year on Rakhine State, she said, "Action would be taken against anyone regardless of race, religion, or political standpoint who violates human rights in Myanmar. As our leader said, we will not protect anyone. We will take action against people who violate human rights if anyone is found to have done so." Wu Aung Sing reiterated, asked about the possible fallout from such as a policy. The spokesman said the party was not worried. By allowing the UN's new special envoy on Myanmar to establish an office in Naypyidaw, he added, the NLG was signaling its willingness to work with the international community in solving the Rohingya crisis. It is an open secret the Senior General Min Aung Hlaing did not agree with the State Council's decision last month to form an independent 3-person commission of inquiry to investigate rights abuses in Rakhine State since the militant attacks in August. On June 11, military representatives in the Union Parliament objected to plans to include a foreign expert among the 3, claiming it would make the country vulnerable to foreign interference. And in a new report, Myanmar's Advisory Commission on Rakhine State, chaired by former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan, has criticized comments made by a government spokesman last year about its supposed purpose. When asked about the Commission's reasons, Director in July 2017, Wu Jota, who is also Director General of the State Councilor's Office, said it serves to protect the government from international criticism. Whenever there is an accusation from the international community, we say we are taking action in line with the recommendations of the Kofi Annan Commission. The Commission is serving as a shield for us, he said at that time. In a report released earlier this month assessing its own work, lessons learned, the Advisory Commission said the spokesman's comments hurt both the government and the Commission. Such statements cast doubt on the government's sincerity in addressing the challenges in Rakhine and undermined the credibility of the Commission, it said. The Commission said it did not react publicly to Wu Jota's comments but submitted a compliment to the Office of State Councilor Aung San Suu Kyi. Amid mounting international pressure over the government's handling of communal violence in Rakhine State, the Aung San Suu Kyi appointed Anand, a fellow Nobel laureate, to chair the newly formed Advisory Commission in August 2016. The commission was tasked with advising the government on ways to bring development and lasting peace to a state region and submitted its report to the state councillor at the end of its one-year mandate. Al-Haj Othel, a member of the commission, told the library that the body made a verbal complaint about Ujote's comments at the time because it risks creating the wrong impression, especially internationally. We didn't send a formal compliment letter and communicated verbally about the comments instead. He said Ujote, an ex-military official, previously served as a spokesman for former President Wu Tang-Sing and has drawn criticism for inflammatory statements because especially those targeting Rohingya Muslims in Rakhine State. Thank you for listening RNN News.